keeps the chill of the forest at bay. The pot hanging above it is empty. There's quite a few people. Doesn't look like they've been camped here very long. There's a length of string tied to this tree. Must have been used to hang laundry. Not a bad place to seek shelter, though the building's clearly been abandoned for quite some time.
General Marqués. No puede ser.
Isabel, I am glad to see you.
What are you doing here? And who is this?
Good to meet you. I'm Harley Leger. We'd like to help you if we can.
Is that so? Will you be helping us the way General Marqués did when he abandoned us to the Spanish army?
Isabel, you are not being fair.
You dare talk to me about fairness? Fairness would be seeing you executed for cowardice.
What?
After drawing the army into a battle, you fled, leaving us to be massacred.
I did no such thing.
You should have stayed and fought with us, first into battle and last to retreat. Instead, you withdrew as Jicotea crumbled. How do you expect to achieve victory if you do not stay to claim it?
I thought...
It was only the brave leadership of Lieutenant Morales that kept us alive. Now, we are stuck here, unable to return and take back what's rightfully ours. I don't want to speak about this anymore. Leave me in peace, General.
This shelf probably held many candles once, but there's only some old, dried wax now. It's been a long time since anyone used that altar. They've turned a pew over to serve as a table, and it seems the collection plate's been turned into a serving plate. Someone left their knife behind. Several articles of clothing are hanging to dry. Phil?
Harley?
Who is this Lieutenant Morales you mentioned?
One of my bravest compadres, and a dear friend. I tasked him with leading the survivors of Jicotea north, across the border, if necessary. If he is here, I would very much like to speak with him.
Right. Carry on. Looks like they've set up a lantern. The candle needs replacing. It's almost completely melted. There's quite a few people. Doesn't look like they've been camped here very long. Could I have a moment?
What do you want?
I'd like to hear more about you.
My name is Antonio Ruiz. Like my family for generations before me, I used to be a baker in our village, Jicotea, but everything changed when General Marquez came to us. Now my family is gone, and I am a refugee in a foreign land.
I'm so sorry.
Better to be alive somewhere strange than dead at home.
How did you wind up in this camp?
Lieutenant Morales got us away from our village and helped us across the border. We decided to head west, out of the desert. 3 weeks ago, we found this abandoned church and set up our camp. It has not been easy. We have sick and injured, and we have already lost some along the way. We cannot stay here forever. We need to find a more permanent home.
Tell me about Isabel.
Isabel is misguided. She believes we should return to Jicotea and fight. She refuses to see the truth. We are better off in Vespuccia. A revolution is a lost cause. Our own country would have us submit or die. All that is left to us is to start a new life, here.
We'd like to see Lieutenant Morales.
As I said before, That is not a good idea. Lieutenant Morales has been through enough already. I do not want to torment him further by allowing General Marquez an audience.
Thank you, sir.
Adios, señorita.
Can't think of anything to ask. A glob of dried wax. Someone was careless with a candle. The pews have seen better days. Some of them have been converted into makeshift beds. Ma'am?
What is it?
Tell me more about yourself, Isabel.
Myself. What can I say? My life has been completely destroyed. I used to take care of my grandchildren, while my son and his wife worked their farm. Now, I am stuck in a strange country with no hope of return. And to complete my torment, the man responsible for it all turns up as if nothing happened.
Is your family here? Did they escape with you?
No. My son stood up to the Spanish tyrants and died defending his home. Last I saw his wife, she was fleeing with the children. I do not know where they went. Lieutenant Morales and his men ushered a group of us out. There was no time to gather anything or find our loved ones.
I'm so sorry.
As am I. Sorry I cannot return to punish those who robbed us of our freedom.
How did you come to shelter in this church?
After crossing into Vespuccia, we soon realized that we could not survive in the open desert. The forest proved just as dangerous. At last, we happened upon this abandoned church. It may not be much, but at least it has walls and a roof.
Can you tell me about Antonio?
That poor old fool. He has completely given up. He thinks we should abandon our home, start over in Vespuccia, rather than return to the fight. The man I once knew would not just roll over and admit defeat. It is sad to see how age has enfeebled him.
Would it be possible for us to speak with Lieutenant Morales?
That is out of the question.
We'll talk again later. Phil?
Harley?
Isabel and Antonio aren't too fond of you. Think we might be able to bury the hatchet?
Perhaps. I have been thinking about what might serve for a peace offering.
I'm listening.
These people have lost so much. They have not had the opportunity to properly mourn. I would like to present them with a candle of remembrance.
What's that?
A simple votive candle, lit to honor those who have passed. We just need to find or make one. I hope they might appreciate the gesture.
Could you tell me about that candle again?
It is a votive candle lit in remembrance of the dead. We need to find one, or make it.
Right. Carry on. I'll just borrow this for a spell. Got it. Don't mind if I do. Getting there. Could still use some more. I'll take some of this wax. That should be enough wax. How about that? Harley Legere, Chandler extraordinaire. Phil?
Harley?
Right. Carry on. Here, I made a remembrance candle for you.
Yes, this will work. Good. I can call everyone together for a vigil. A moment of peace is sorely needed. But there is one more thing. These people cannot stay here. They need a plan of action.
Seems like they've already got some ideas.
Yes, Antonio and Isabel are at odds. But there is merit in both of their positions. I do not know whose leadership would benefit this community more. Although my influence is somewhat diminished, I feel that many might still be swayed if I were to lend my voice in support of one or the other. Who would you choose, were you in my position?
What are the arguments in favor of each? Walk me through it.
Well, Isabel's heart still burns with the spirit of the revolution. And she says that many feel the same. She would have them go back in defiance of a government so morally corrupt that it would send soldiers to massacre simple villagers.
What do you think would happen to them?
They would all be risking their lives. But they would also be sending a powerful message. The revolution lives. The people yearn to be free. We will not surrender to evil. Such a proclamation cannot be ignored. And when enough voices finally shout it all at once, it cannot be resisted.
And the points in Antonio's favor?
Antonio rightly says that the people of Jicotea did not ask for their village to become a fortress of the resistance. By my coming, I made it a target. They were swept up in something over which they had no control and no say. And they have already paid a steep price.
But surely there must have been some support for the revolution among the people, or you wouldn't have gone there in the first place.
Some, yes. Many were sympathetic to our aims, but had not yet been moved to action. We were trying to rally support. A brave man may offer up his life for a cause, but may he bravely offer up the lives of others.
This isn't my decision to make. You have a responsibility to these people, so you must choose what you think is right.
You are right. When the devil comes to your door, if you do not chase him away with every last bit of your strength, you invite him into your home forever. If the people of Jicotea value their freedom and are willing to fight for it, they should be given that chance. I will go speak with Isabel, gather the villagers, and meet me in the church.
All right.
Amigos, thank you all for gathering to listen to my words. You all have suffered tremendously. I know you do not look favorably upon me, but I wish to offer my sincerest condolences and take a moment to remember the fallen. Whether or not they would have chosen this fight, it came to them unasked and claimed their lives. Eusebio Lopez, Gloria Hernandez, Abel Martinez, all martyrs of the revolution. Let us cherish their memory and ensure that their names are never forgotten. Now that we have honored the past, let us speak of the future. Isabel has made me realize how unfair I have been. I brought the war to your doorstep and then sent you away. For that, I am truly sorry. But the truth is, we must continue to fight.
What? No, it is far too late for that. The revolution is a lost cause.
I understand your sentiment, Antonio, but you are wrong. Injustice will come for us all whether we choose to face it or bury our heads in the sand. We have suffered a great blow, but our cause is lost only when we all give up. Peace cannot be won without fighting for it. And I believe you all still have much fight left in you.
Orale!
Isabel will lead you all home. Once I have completed my business here, I will join you. Together, we shall continue our revolution and blaze a path to victory. Honor y victoria! ¡Viva la revolución!
Thank you, General. That was exactly what we needed to hear.
It was the least I could do. I hope you can forgive me for my prior oversights.
You are forgiven. Before you go, you were asking about Lieutenant Morales? I will take you to him if you wish.
Please.
Follow me.
When did this happen?
2 weeks ago. Some of the children were playing in the forest when they startled a mother bear with her cub. There's nothing more dangerous than a mother defending her brood. Lieutenant Morales got them to safety, but the beast mortally wounded him.
Brave to the last.
Indeed. He died a hero's death protecting the vulnerable.
May I have a moment? Lieutenant Morales, I promise your death will not be in vain. We will carry your name on our lips when we march to victory. Until we meet again, old friend. Come, Harley. Let us continue our journey. Adios, Isabel.
Adios, General.
Why don't you go on ahead? I'd like a minute to collect my thoughts.
Very well.
Oh, good, you're back. We're low on food. If we want to eat tonight, we'll need to hunt for more. I'll let y'all decide what we're after. Round here, the fishing's pretty good, and there's plenty of rabbits and pheasants. Personally, I'd suggest rabbits. Easiest to catch and prepare.
I wouldn't be opposed to some pheasant. Danny makes a mean stew.
Yeah, that sounds good.
What kind of fish are common around here?
Mostly salmon.
Ah, then fishing gets my vote.
Yes, I vote fishing as well.
And you, Legere?
Salmon gets my vote too.
Then it's decided. The three of you who wanted salmon, take the poles in the wagon and get fishing. Rest of us will start making camp.
I have a good feeling about this place. Let us cast our lines here.
Here? All right then.
Have you ever fished before, Harley?
Would you believe this is my first time?
Do not worry. It is not difficult to pick up. Just cast your line and wait for a tug. When you feel the bite, secure the line.
You want to reel the fish in as quickly as possible. If it puts up a fight, pull your rod in the opposite direction to where the fish is going. Once you've got it back in the center, you can start reeling it in again.
All right, here goes nothing. I got something. Hey, come back here. Not without a fish on the line. No bites yet. Something's biting. Got it. Now to reel it in. Got you. I think I got a bite. Got it. Now to reel it in. Damn! Strong little bastard. Hot damn! So how did you two fare?
I caught 2 fish.
I only one.
I also caught 2.
Not a bad catch. We'll eat well.
What was that?
Oh no.
Carajo!
Shh, don't shout. Bears don't like loud noises.
Well, I do not like bears.
What are we supposed to do?
Stay quiet. Move away very slowly.
I think we should run while we still can.
I'm backing away some more.
Good idea.
Bears like fish, right? Maybe if we give it some, it won't come after us.
Not a bad idea. It seems to be working. Come, keep moving away.
That was close.
Much closer than I would have liked.
At least we got away with our lives, and some of our food.
I think that after that ordeal, this fish will be the best tasting meal we have ever had.
Let's go back to camp.
Now that was some good eating. So, I've been meaning to ask, what's everybody planning on doing with their share of Clark's stash?
Jake, is that something we should really be talking about?
Look, I ain't deaf. I've known about your little treasure hunt for a while. Far as I'm concerned, that's your business, and I want no part of it. You paid me to get you to El Presidio, and that's what I'm doing.
Does that mean you're not planning to stay with us once we arrive in El Presidio?
That depends on whether you want to keep paying me to ferry you around.
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Anyhow, the question stands.
I think I'd like to buy a new pair of six-shooters. Maybe a horse. It'd be nice to travel the countryside, too.
Have we not been doing that?
Well, sure, but I meant for pleasure. What about you, Phil?
My share will go to the revolution, of course. With full coffers, we will more readily find willing allies. And, of course, I will send something to assist the refugees here in Vespuccia.
That's good of you, Phil. I think I'd like to open my own clinic.
Dr. Redbird, eh?
Well, no, I can't practice as a doctor without a medical license. But I could continue as an herbalist, or maybe a midwife.
So get your medical license. You're already worth 10 of those frontier quacks out there. They're all practicing with some scrap of parchment they paid some fancy school for. You could just write in for one. You'd never have to attend a class or show your face.
Perhaps that's something to consider. You sure you aren't interested in joining us, Miss Johnson? The extra money could let you stay in one place for a while.
An interesting thought. But I don't mind moving around. At least until I find something worth staying put for.
What about you, Harley?
Maybe I'll put it away and start saving up for my own piece of land.
Will you build a house?
Sure, why not? Sounds nice. Never had a house before. And you, Jake?
Oh, I haven't really thought about it.
But you asked the question.
Sure, but 'cause I was curious about you folks. Truth be told, I ain't in much of a hurry for this trip to end.
Well, that's awful sweet.
I'll lay off, will you? All right, folks, I'm turning in. See y'all in the morning.
How are you feeling, Phil?
Oh, well, I have had much to think about of late. Learning the fate of Lieutenant Morales and the refugees has left me uneasy. I ask myself whether we did the right thing. And what of the revolution? Or the mystery of the fort's Aurum shipments? I have yet to hear from Lieutenant General de la Vega regarding either. So many questions and so few answers.
Sounds like you really do have a lot on your mind.
Indeed. Would you like to join me in a toast to the fallen?
Gladly.
A los caídos. Salud.
Salud.
I believe I will retire for the evening. Good night to you all.
Doing all right, Danny?
I think so, yeah. I'm feeling pretty tired. Think I'll hit the hay.
You okay, Nadine? You seem lost in thought.
Oh, I was just contemplating what Miss Johnson said about me getting a license. I never really thought about it before. On one hand, it's exciting to think about all the possibilities, but it's also just as terrifying to consider the unknown.
Well, I think Miss Johnson has a point. You should try for your license. Anyway, isn't considering the unknown all part of being a doctor?
That's an interesting way of looking at it. I'll give it some more thought. It seems I'm sleepier than I thought. I should get to bed.
Fair enough. Get some rest.
Good night, Harley.
Glad to see you and Lisa Lou getting along so well.
She's a great pup. Suddenly the road feels a little less lonely. Ain't that right, girl?
Looks like you and I are the last ones standing for a change.
Imagine that. You going to bed?
Guess so. You?
Not just yet. Time to get in my nightly walk.
All right. Enjoy yourself. See you in the morning.
Good night, Legere. Come on, girl.
Morning. We ready to head out?
We should be once Lola returns. She said she was going to go scout down the road a ways.
That was a while ago. Maybe we should go check on her.
I'll go look for her.
You sure?
Yeah. Be back in no time.